Hi friends, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. I am working on a new journal and I wanted to bring you guys along to see how I make it. I know there's a bunch of tutorials on this, so if you don't want to watch this, that's great. I'm not great, but that's alright. I won't get hurt. But I just thought this would be a good idea. Okay, so there's several options that you can do. I mean, people use old book covers for their journals, which is great, but at the moment I haven't been able to find any. Still not leaving my house very much, so I haven't been able to just like hunt some down. There you can also get what is that called? I think it's chipboard, and you can get that from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I mean, that's great too, you know. And at the beginning when I started making journals, that's what I would use, and I still have some, but since this is junk journaling, right, we're supposed to be using, not supposed to, but the whole theory, the whole plan behind this is to use junk. So I'm using some just trash cardboard. You know, don't judge me too harshly on our foods. I have small children and they don't really eat many things. Okay, so you can cut these with your knife if you have an X-Acto knife, or if you have like a really good cutter. Mine is not very good. Not that it's not good. The thing is, it's just made to cut like paper, cardstock, things like that. This chipboard, it really doesn't cut very well. I have to go a few times and then it dulls my blade and stuff. So what I've been doing, I've been using my cutting machine to cut this. I put it on my, it's Cricut. I put it on my Cricut. I set it to deep and to go twice, and there you go. I cut it and I didn't have to struggle or anything, and my squares are perfect. So we're gonna use 2 chipboards, and I'm gonna glue them, the commercial or the shiny side in. That way we have just like a plain canvas. Okay, now let me see what else. My measurements here, I wrote it down so I don't forget it. So the cardboard cover is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4, and the spine is 1 1/4 inch by 8 inches and 3/4 long. All right, now I had some, I don't even know where this little chipboard came from, but it was kind of thin, so I glued 2 of them together, and we're still gonna glue a 3rd one just to make it nice and thick and durable. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Let me move this guy over here. All right, so I'm gonna try this a little bit different from what I usually do. I usually just glue all my stuff and then I just use regular glue. But I'm gonna see if maybe double-sided glue will work just as well. Okay. So, and this is double-sided tape. I said glue earlier, I'm sorry. Double-sided tape, this is from the dollar store. You know, I found that it works great. And it's $1 and you get, I think it's like 3 rolls, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the squishy, the foam tape. But I don't know, it's been working for me, and it's kind of accessible, so I'm just gonna use it. Okay, I'm gonna give this some tune. I think we're gonna do it this way to go crisscross. So I hope everybody's doing well. I know, I'm sorry, my schedule's been all out of order. I really don't have any excuses. I've just been slacking. Last week, you know, life happened and stuff, and then with Easter, and I just didn't get to record. And then I was able to put up a video on Tuesday, and then that was it. I wasn't able to record. I was preoccupied with other things. We went on our first camping trip for the season, for the year, and I mean, if anybody here is a camper, it's kind of a big deal and a big effort and a big setup and stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of where I was, what I was dealing with. Okay, so I'm gonna just use my bone folder and make sure that that's well pressed in there. Okay. Please stop, Jordan. Please stop. I'm recording. So sorry about that, guys. Oh, I think I missed one here. Okay, so yeah, so you know, it was doing laundry and packing and doing some shopping and just life. So, and I just did not get a chance to record until now. So, alright, so let's take our little glue from our, our paper from the double-sided tape. So I'm gonna try and do, I think I will. I'm gonna try and do all of this on camera so you all can see how I work, how I do things, okay? Everybody has different ways, different opinions and what they do and stuff, but this is just what I do. This is what it's been working for me with the supplies I have and stuff. And yeah, so this is what I use. Let's see. And yeah, because you know, life is just trying to make do. Okay. So our first camping trip was very nice. It was a little windy for my liking. I truthfully like to go in the woods more than, how would you call it, like the plains. I like where there is trees and more than anything else. So so it was nice. It was a different spot than we usually go. We went with my husband's friends, and it was nice. It was really nice. It was definitely nice to get out and get some camping done. And sorry, it looks like this thing is clogged or something. Yeah, get some camping done, get started for the year, and do something outside of our house that doesn't require us to be around a lot of people. So that was nice. Let's see, we're planning hopefully to go a little bit more camping this year. Now that the little one is it's past 2. She's about 2.5. So we kind of want to have some more camping time and more just more time out. The little one loves to camp. I mean, both of my kids love to camp, which is really nice. We used to, when it was just my husband and I, we used to camp in a tent, but once the kiddos came, that was kind of harder for me. I just could not see myself in a tent, you know, those nights that are really, really cold and the heater is really just not doing it for you. So I could just not see myself taking my children camping in a tent. So what we did, actually my brother-in-law and sister-in-law did it first. They bought a what's it called? Let me get they bought a utility trailer, and then they installed like a window and bed. They put like little bunk beds for the kids and stuff. So we kind of followed suit with that. That was really nice. So that's what we've had for, maybe like the last 6 years about. That's how we've camped, and it's worked really well for us. We bought some little cots for the girls, and we have like a bed frame, a metal bed frame that is kind of bendy, so we just pick it up and we use that. We have a mattress, like a nice mattress. I mean, I wouldn't say like top notch, but better quality than an air mattress for sure. And yeah, it just works excellent for us. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm just gonna put them to dry. Here's our first one. Okay, let's see. This guy, let's see some tape here. Yeah, so it's been nice. We have our little heater in there, and our little heater works really nice. We just, of course, obviously, we gotta make sure we leave our window open in our little trailer so we don't get any accidents. And yeah, it's been really nice. We take our 2 dogs. We have 2 dogs. They're both mutts, really. But we love them, and we take our dogs, and they also love camping, and they, enjoy being outside with being one with the world again. So that's nice. And now I'm like dragging my feet to wash all of our blankets and our camping clothes. If any of you go camping, and if you have small children, they always come back all dirty, and clothes are pretty well used. So yeah, so it's been a little bit busy, but told my husband, today I really want to get in there and record a little bit for you guys. I've missed doing something. Yeah, so okay, so I'm just making sure that all my edges are even, really. Okay, so I'm gonna go buy it in my little wiping, and then we're gonna squeeze real good just to make sure all that glue is nice and evenly spread. Now I usually like to leave this stuff drying for about a couple days, really. That way it's nice and dry. Okay. So that's really it. Okay. So let's use some, oh, here, double-sided tape, I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, this has been good. We had a pretty good weekend. Came back, lots of dirt in our hair, and, and the dog's really dirty, so we had, I've been doing a lot of cleaning from it. My husband's friends, the one we went with, they are hunters. Excuse me, so they had this really nice spot that is not very known except by like the locals and stuff. So that's nice. There wasn't a lot of people. I know lately there's been like a lot of campers, a lot of people that are like barely getting into it, or a lot of people that are getting back into it and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do double-sided tape on one. Let's see how that works. Okay. One of my husband's cousins had a baby. So, we've all been excited waiting for her. And then unfortunately one of my husband's aunts passed away this weekend as well. It's always interesting to me how some people leave and some others get here, Oh, yeah, but baby niece, baby cousin, I'm sorry, is here and she's safe and she's home with mom and dad. And yeah, I'm sure it's been an interesting, crazy time for them. I remember bringing my little ones home after the hospital and just being exhausted and feeling like a train wreck. Like somebody run over me. Oh my goodness, this bottle. Maybe it's just me, but it's hard to squeeze out. I may need to poke it again. I'm just using a bobby pin. There we go. There we go. My kiddos is always funny. I'm sure I've said this before, but like my husband's home, and instead of going to him, they come knock on the door knowing, they're little, so that it's not really, like they really know everything, but they come knocking at the door, Mom, I need this, Mom, I need to go potty, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, go talk to your dad, he's home too. Alright, come on. Okay. Okay. Oh no, did you see this? Oh no. I mean, it's really not a big deal because I'm going to put some paper on top of this, but I did not see it happening. I saw what I was doing, but I did not pay attention. Have you guys seen, I've seen commercials for a show, it's called Them, I think it is. It's on Amazon. So I've seen the commercials on Hulu, but I think that show is on Amazon, and I'm kind of interested. It looks kind of spooky, but I'm kind of interested. But then at the same time, I'm like, do I really need to be watching scary things? It looks kind of spooky, in my opinion. I need another wiping and get some more out. Ooh, sorry. What I've been doing, I take a bunch of wipes out and set them up here in my craft room so they can dry. And then stick them up in my little tub there. And then I just have them all ready. Oh no, it's just crooked. Okay, let's see. Alright. Okay. So, here we are. Here is our other cardboard. So, I'm just showing you everything I do, guys, okay? So usually I finish up with this and then I put it under my mat since it's flat and a little bit heavy. I mean, not really, but just a tad. It helps keep it flat so it doesn't get warped. Okay, so we're gonna leave those there to dry, and for video purposes, I made a second set. Okay, so here is my second set. They're all glued and dried, and this was chipboard as well that I just glued. Okay, so for my so this is some printables. This came from my Porch Prints. Okay, so I printed them. Printed them on cardstock, and I think it was like a Dove white, kind of like an off-white a little bit. Just single-sided, and this is just to add a little bit more thickness, okay? And this is the spines. So these, I cut them, so I have them here as pretty cover. 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and the spine is 1 1/8 of an inch by 8.5 of an inch. Okay, of inches. I'm sorry. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to individually wrap this, guys. Okay, and this is just like some copy paper that I've had for years and years, and it's, you know, too shiny and I'm not a big fan of it, so we're gonna use it to cover up our chipboard. Okay, so sorry, I'm thinking, what do I want to use? So I think I'm going to use some double-sided tape again. And then some some glue on top. That should help hold it nice and tight. Okay, so my paper that I'm gonna use as a base cover, and I call it base because it's just plain, right? We're gonna use that. We're gonna have that shiny stuff on the inside. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say, I coffee dyed this paper, or maybe tea. It doesn't smell like anything anymore. I think it must have been tea because it's kind of light for coffee. So I tea dyed it, and was hoping to get rid of some of that shininess, but I guess that's not the way it works, right? So I've just been using it as a plain base for my covers of my journals. And I mean plain just so I can have, you know, so it's not brown looking really. It's kind of like a off-white and stuff, and it just makes it look nice. Alright, so you know what I think I'm gonna use my glitter glue with this. Maybe not. I need to unplug it. Okay. Well, back to Fabri-Tac then. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. I really am so excited to make this. I don't know, I guess, so I haven't made a journal, I know, since January that I made one for my daughter's birthday, and just been like antsy to make another one. And one night I didn't sleep very well, so I was just sitting there thinking, and it just popped in my head that I should make a purple journal. Ooh. Come on. So, yeah. So we're gonna flip it upside down. Just pressing down real good to get all of that glue nice and spread out. So I don't know if you can see, there's some lines here from the glue. I think they'll go away. If not, don't worry about it. We are going to put the top anyway, so it should be okay. Okay, so then let's cut a little bit this. I think I'm gonna cut this one too much. It'll be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use some glue here to keep this glue Okay, we're gonna pull real good, tight, tight. But then also, oh, excuse my kids if you can hear them. They love to fight. All right. So now we're gonna do this other side. Okay. I'm just doing it so it stays even, really. But just my personal preference. You don't have to do this. It's not a rule or anything like that, really. It's just what I like to do. Okay, just burnishing, I think it's burnishing. This down that way. It's nice and even there. I think I got too much on this side. Okay. I think this should be okay. And I am just going to okay, so I'm just gluing this in here. So it was gonna show a little bit of brown right there. All right. Okay. All right. So if you hear them screaming, like I said, enough to fight. Okay. Okay, here we go. Going around here to give it a bit of an edge, really more like a squared edge than you know, so it doesn't look like I just wrapped cardboard right here. Okay, squeezing out some wool here. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's looking good. Okay. Just folding. There's like this little edge right here that is gonna show. And I'm not too crazy about it. So I'm just folding it so it doesn't look. So I don't have to cut it. I don't want to cut it. There we go. Alright. Last. Okay. Okay. Just pushing it in. There we go. Okay. Okay. I have a little bit of excess right there, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. You don't really have to, but I don't want other things gluing to this for now here at my desk. So, alright. So here is one. Okay. So I'm gonna do this next one now. Okay. I saw another creator doing this, the double-sided tape. This was for a scrapbook, but I don't know, kind of liked it again. You know, might hold on to my paper and stuff, and it'll just make it look nice. So here we are doing this. Like I said, this is not something you have to do, but I feel like it helps. Alright, so let's take our little paper off. Go. My little one, ever since we came back from camping, she's had an appetite. I mean, it's just been eating like a grown person. She's 2, but she's been great eating like a grown person, and it's kind of funny. We were thinking because supposedly they said that you get recharged, you know, when you're like either by the water or in the woods, that you get recharged. So we're talking and thinking, yeah, she got recharged in the woods, camping away from, you know, electronics and home and stuff, and she's been just with an appetite. This morning I gave her some oatmeal and she ate that, and I turned some toast and milk and fruit, and we're like, wow. And she's only 2. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ooh, almost dropped it. That would have not been good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so again, squeeze it real good. To try and distribute the glue evenly. Oh no, this is the torn paper. Oh, I'm just not paying attention right now. What is it? Did you see it? Oh, I got it. I'm thinking, what the heck are you doing, woman? Okay, well, good thing is I'm gonna have the topper, the pretty cardboard, so that should hopefully keep it together there. I have to give this mat a wash. Alright, so, sorry, let me. I'm sure everybody does this, or maybe not, maybe just me. But I have some scissors that I use when I use glue, and then some other scissors that I use when I don't have glue. These are my glue scissors. I don't want glue getting on my big scissors there. Alright, so let's do our little side first. There we go. I lost my gizmo here. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating here. If you could see my face, you would be laughing. My tongue's out, I'm like cross-eyed over here, just trying to concentrate and not not mess it up again, or not again, but at all. Okay, so I'm putting glue right at the edge there to help the glue stay and make it look more professional. Okay, so there we go. Push it down. Okay. Now, sometimes, like this time, right here, you can see a little bit of brown. So usually if that happens to me, and I didn't realize until now, I put this on the inside. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a minute. your full layer. Okay. Just squeezing all of that glue out. Okay. Perfect. All right. So, there we go. Now, you can cover this. You don't have to. I'm not gonna, because the piece that I'm using is large enough and is printed on cardstock. So, I don't see a big necessity. However, I do advise that you leave this on the inside. Okay, so. Okay. So look, as you can see right here, there is a little bit of brown showing. It's not a big deal really. What I do, I have some cover. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's not there. Nope. Oh, give me a minute, guys. Let me find it. All right, sorry about that, friends. Okay, so I have the book corners, so you can add those, and it won't really show. Now if you don't have those and you only have like one side like this one that you can really see it, that I would say put it on the inside, the spine, or you can do a patch up like this, right? Then this will be on the inside, and it's not something that you would be seeing a lot as if it was in one of these corners right here. Okay, so let me see. Okay, now I have a piece of fabric. This is, I think it's like cotton fabric, and it's from one of those quarter yards. It's like fat quarter yards, I think it is. Fat quarters from Walmart. And I'm just doing this because this is what I have, and I really like having fabric right here at the spine if you're doing something like this, if you're not reusing like an old book and stuff. Okay, I feel like this will just keep the book, the binding, well, the spine a little bit more durable. Would make it more durable. Okay, I'm just adding some fabric tack here, and this is gonna help keep it. I'm not gonna cover it because I'm using the fabric, and then I'm also using the cardstock printout. Okay, so I'm leaning a little bit of here at the top because this is what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna put these babies up in here like so. Okay, like that, right? And then I'm gonna fold it up and fold this down. Once again, I'm leaving it on the inside, this little right here, and to give it, put this on top, and you won't really know what's there. All right, so let's do this. I'm just gonna, now it's okay if it gets a little wrinkled. I really don't think it's a problem. You know, it's It's a junk journal. It really doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Some right here. Some more glue right at the edge there. And it's just to make sure that it stays nice and stable there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry just for a minute. Sorry, I'm gonna drink. The end of my coffee there. Okay. So I think I'm ready for this. This is gonna be my inside. And then we're gonna do the pretty purple for the outside, okay? So for my inside, I think I'm gonna ink it up. Now I like to ink with brown on the covers of my books because with the use wear and tear, you know, and since I'm using kind of like an off-white paper, you'll start to see, like, you know, fingerprints. And not that people don't wash their hands, nothing like that, but I mean, you know, just with use. So I think that it helps it look old without it looking dirty. Now if you know, you happen to get fingerprints on your journal, they would look like they belong because it's already aged looking, if that makes sense. Okay, so okay, you know what, I think I'm gonna stop this video here, just so it's not crazy long. It's already 50 minutes. Then I'm gonna make another one and I'll just show you, like, how do I put the what's next. Okay, I'm just gonna finish inking this so you can see how it looks. Now another good thing of inking the book cover or journal cover is that if you have those little brown spots, if you ink them, they're not as visible. See? So it just makes sense. And I'm just inking all of the edges. I think I did. Yeah. Oh, I didn't ink this side. Okay, let me just do it. I mean, we're already doing it, right? Let's just do it all right. Okay. Just missing this side right here. Okay. Okay. So there you have it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. On our next step, we're going to put the pretty paper on the inside and outside, and we are going to attach it to our spine. All right. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.